Hey guys, so I am in the attic of a 1909 mansion in the middle of town, which I've been helping to salvage wood from. There was a fire, and they're having to rip up some of the flooring in the attic to get some of the wiring replaced because there was an electrical fire. And so I'm taking all the wood, and it's this 5-inch, really thick, really nice lumber, old growth lumber from 1909. And this place is just simply amazing. But it's a mansion. Let's see if I can grab this light and shed a little light on the subject. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It's a huge building. My house could almost fit in this attic. It is amazing. Like, that's 2 stories right there. I'd say it's about, 50 by 50 feet. Maybe 40 by 40 feet. I don't know. It's pretty cool. So, I love how they have composite beams. They're made out of 2x12s, bolted together, and so they didn't have to use big beams, although these beams are big, I think 8x8s actually, or 6x6s. And then look at that. They did not actually have to nail those very much. Those actually set in just by how they're cut, and they just have 2 nails there to hold them together. Same there. I love that, how they don't have to have nails, but they just have nails anyway. But it's so lovely, the design, how they cut that. And then I really want to talk about the windows. Just look at those. I love those. Well, okay, we also have that window up there. When we get the new flooring on, we'll have to go to that window and look outside, because it looks out over the middle of the town pretty much, because this building was like right in the middle of town. So this actually is not just an attic. No. This was a very rich family and very well-to-do, and they actually had balls up here, and this is a stage they're actually sitting on, where the camera is. And so they actually had plays and get-togethers of very rich people, and wouldn't that be so amazing to have a ballroom in your attic? I mean, just, oh my God. It is so cool. So this was a dance floor, and I feel bad for ripping it up, but I feel good for saving it, because if I didn't come here to help rip it up today, then they would have cut it up into small sections tomorrow, which they're to do for the rest of this, because I only got most of it when it went into the dumpster. But with this part, the stage, they still had some 16-foot boards on there, and I was able to get some of those off, and so now I finally have some 16-foot boards. Yeah, this entire building's really nice. I'm really glad that they caught the fire before it really caused too much problems, because honestly, the fire really only burnt down 2 closets, a bathroom, and part of the attic floor. But it was whenever they came in here with their fire hoses, that's what caused the problems. So the fire hoses had so much water that the water ruined like 7 rooms on 3 different floors, because it's a big house. And unfortunately, the dining room has this absolutely beautiful roof made from, I believe, hickory. And you can tell there's some really good craftsmanship that went into that. Oh, and also the shelves that like the trim on the side of the dining room are actually like little shelves with grooves in there, so you can set your decorative expensive plate collections in there to impress your guests, which is kind of like, that is from a time and a class of rich people that I'm just not familiar with. Like the only type of rich people that I'm personally familiar with are like Silicon Valley rich, which are people that have a lot of money and don't know what to do with it. Where those people, they had a lot of money and they knew what to do with it. Not always the most useful thing, but they definitely knew how to spend money, that's for sure. Like, I cannot imagine how much this house cost. Just to let you know how amazingly rich this family was, this house, this 4-story, like 5,000 square feet, I guess, house, huge house, with servants and everything, was just a gift, a wedding gift to their son. It was, I believe the family was a very rich landowner. They owned like coal mines and buildings and factories and mills and everything, from what I can tell. And so yeah, they were like a rich family. And it's in the middle of town too. It's like right, like, yeah, on the main road. I don't know, just, it's an amazing house. And I am beat, because this week was going to be my week of being off, because I got my workshop pretty much sealed up right at the end of the year. I worked like crazy through December. Well, the months before that, but in December I really started just throwing away all my like relaxation time and went full steam ahead. Then this was going to be my week of relaxation, but then I got permit. Like, I saw the dumpster and I was like, hey, are you gonna need any of the wood in that dumpster? And he was like, no, go for it. But they're taking it away tomorrow. And I'm like, they're taking it away tomorrow? There's no. And so I rushed and got a bunch of the lumber. I came in the next day, hoping to get some more wood right before the trash truck came to pick up the dumpster, the trash tip if you're in the UK, I believe. And I actually took so much wood that they no longer had to dump the dumpster anymore. So I was able to actually have a couple more days, and I got all the dumpsters, wood. So I got about 1,200 square feet of flooring, which will be the siding for the inside of my workshop. And then they took all the insulation, and I got 2 bags of that, so about 500 pounds. That must be like, what, 250, 240 kilograms of insulation, blown-in cellulose insulation. So now I have free insulation for my workshop, so I got walls and insulation. And now I got this wood, 16-footers, because unfortunately the other ones they cut up to 5 feet, but whatever. So, so yeah, I'm really worn out and just fed up with all this stuff, but I can tell, like, it's worth it, because now I have all the supplies to turn my workshop into, from a barn, into a nice, wonderfully sided, insulated, almost like a home, but a home for my projects. Now I'm about to fall asleep and I have to ride home on my bike, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. See ya. Oh, ow, fuck. I hit myself in the ankle with a crowbar really bad, and it's bruised up pretty bad. Ah, this crowbar actually, yeah. Like right in the ankle. Not fun.